ladies, I'm here on the show to talk about the second game of the tip-off doubleheader for tonight for the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 110 to 103. Yeah, kind of a struggle night for Minnesota. I thought they were able to battle back in the third, but near the end of the third quarter, most of the fourth quarter, but outside of Anthony Edwards, man, they just didn't get much overall. And AD had a dominant performance tonight. I think he's the reason the Lakers won. He had 36 points, 16 rebounds. He had 3 blocks tonight. What a performance by Anthony Davis. Just by far the best player in the court tonight, and that's our first win of season opener since 2016. And that was a great performance from Anthony Davis. 36 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. If he can play like this consistently, oh my lord, they're going to be freaking tough to beat. And with their defense, they held him to 103 points on 41% shooting and forced 16 turnovers. And great team effort from the defensive side. I'll get to the offensive side and give some positives and critiques. But the Wolves averaged 120.8 points per game last season. I know new addition, Julius Randle, Divinchenko, they trade away Karl Towns. But I was expecting a much better performance tonight from Minnesota offensively. I really was. They just weren't great, especially Julius Randle. We'll talk about him. But why the Timberwolves got down early, especially with that second quarter, just the turnovers. The turnovers from Minnesota. They gave up a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. That's why they got down by so much. It's not like the Lakers would shoot well. It's just they gave up too many rebounds, and they got scored 33-19 in that second quarter. After sneaking out the first quarter, they trailed early because of bad turnovers, but they were able to get the lead at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, just the turnovers, offensive rebounds, and second chance points. The Timberwolves were able to flip the script in the second half. Near the end of that third quarter, they were able to get some of those and get it closer. It got to a 4-point game, but that's as close as it got. In the fourth quarter, Lakers pulled back away. Anthony Edwards played well. I mean, some other players chipped in. I mean, you had Rudy Gobert had a double-double. Mike Conley really didn't do shit. Nickeil Alexander-Walker contributed off the bench. You had Naj Reid play okay on the bench. Played not great, 3 of 8. I don't think there will be too many games where all this will happen at the same time. But Mike Conley was awful. Julius Randle was awful. Divincenzo was awful for the first half. Naj Reid was awful for a half, and Jay McDaniels was in foul trouble. Didn't help you had him in foul trouble. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I thought played really well, but Anthony Edwards tried his best to keep him in it. Gobert played okay. I mean, he put 100% effort in tonight to Anthony Edwards. Nobody else really showed much effort. Overall, I would say a C+ for the team overall. Just not a great effort from them, I thought. Naj Reid just wasn't great. Randall's ass. I mean, why did they start him over Naj Reid? The game was over once Finch, I thought, swapped out Nickeil Alexander-Walker, McDaniels for Dante and Ant. There's just not enough defense on the floor. You can't play Naj Reid and Randall. You can't play Naj Reid, Randall, Dante, and Ant at the same time. It's really like 4 cones out there. Tommy! They got to a 4-point game, as close as they got it. So yeah, Timberwolves dropped to 0-1 here. The Lakers improved to 1-0, getting the win tonight on opening night. You had Jackson Hayes, I thought, gave really good minutes. Hachimura had a really good start. Reeves, Anthony Davis is by far the player of the game tonight, I thought. Dalton Connect, in the minutes he played, I thought gave him some good minutes when he was out there. He's going to be a really good rookie for him. really impressed with what I saw from Dalton Knecht. I really thought he looked good. The non-AD minutes can get scary. When he plays, he takes over. In the first half, the non-AD minutes weren't actually terrible in part because Reeves and Knecht were hoping. But in the second half, the Wolves were much more intentional about going at Jackson Hayes. But for the Timberwolves tonight, man, I was curious to see how DiVincenzo and Julius Randle would look. Look, 16 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds for Julius Randle. 5 of 10. Julius Randle, man. He looked awful. I'm just going to admit it. That was an unfortunate first impression. He just didn't try. Like, there was plays defensively where he was getting beat. And he just didn't show any effort. There was an offensive rebound. He gave up no effort to box out. It was a jump ball, but he didn't show any effort there to box out on that play. Like, he just brought zero to negative effort. Like, plus minus is a terrible stat. And this proves it. How in the hell did he have a plus in the plus minus? He was the only starter somehow positive. He was egregiously terrible on defense and on the boards. Like the Towns, the most importantly, what we already know. Trading Towns for Julius Randle is a net negative result. What? And you can say, oh, Towns didn't have a good game tonight either. Don't read too much into it. It might also end up true for Towns, but it's definitely true for a contender. It's better to not have Randle than to have him. It has nothing to do whether he had a good game and everything to do with the spacing he brought to the floor for the Wolves. Randle clogs the entire offense, especially for Anthony Edwards. He's not a willing passer, so the other guys can't play within the flow of the offense. He just didn't play with any flow tonight. Some bad body language, and that's not what you want to see for a first impression of that trade. I know it's one game, but he just didn't look good. Like, yeah, maybe he's starting to get more comfortable towards the end, but he just looked terrible. He just showed no effort out there. But a good first win for the Lakers. AD was great. And Dalton Knecht also had a great pass in this game. He's not just a scorer. He can score and pass. And Lakers offense under J.J. Redick, they shot a lot of threes. I know they didn't go in there, 5 of 30, I get it. But they were a lot of wide open looks. Because they were creating good looks. They just weren't making them. It's a clear difference from last year to this year. Because there's more action, more movement, and cutting going on to the basket. They're active, they play hard, they show effort. And they just got to make their wide open threes. And AD was playmaking tonight. He had 4 assists tonight. But Julius Randle just did not look good. Okay, you can look, 16, 9, and 4, but he just didn't show that effort. The first thing you're learning tonight, if you're a T-Wolves fan, is about his effort. He was disappointing, seemed tired and disengaged. DiVincenzo was bad in the first half. He really got better. He got better in the second half. Randle just didn't look good just with the energy and defensively. But yeah, Edwards, 27 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Anthony Edwards was solid. I mean, I think he played a lot. Dude, I feel like he's going to have to average like 25, 30 points per game for this Minnesota team to even think of replicating last year's run. I don't know. But maybe they need to facilitate the ball better. But averaging 30 won't help. But I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, maybe he doesn't have the vision or something like that, or his court vision, or learn to read the court, but not really. The Wolves trade a respectable floor spacer. Carly Town spaced the floor. Julius Randle, they got a guy that clogs up the paint, or just basically clogs up the offense. Say what you want about Cat, but defenses had to respect his shot, and when he's on his game, he's a nightmare to defend outside. Julius Randle's not really a big threat. The Randle just did not fit with this team. Like, the offense is a complete iso ball. They ruined the chemistry from last year. Randle doesn't fit with this team. I know it's game one. Maybe I'm overreacting. But I don't know. I guess that's just game one overreactions. Gobert, 13 points, 2 assists, 14 rebounds. He got a 3-year extension. I'll talk about it in the NBA news tomorrow. He was 5 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 from the line. And he got freaking dunked on. I think once or twice. I think once he got dunked on. But yeah, Gobert was okay tonight. Conley, 5 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. This dude sucks. 1 for 7. He's washed, dude. They need to get a better point guard. DiVincenzo, 10 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He was better in the second half of this game. He was terrible in the first half, but DiVincenzo was better in the second half, though. But yeah, he definitely wasn't great tonight. 2 of 8 from 3. It just wasn't great. Naz Reid, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 14 points, 5 rebounds. Joe Ingles, 1 assist, 0 points in 7 minutes. Okay, where's Rob Dillingham? Where's my boy? Where's my Kentucky boy, Rob Dillingham? Joe Ingles took 1 shot, freaking air ball. Wait, I can't even see my freaking Kentucky boy, Rob Dillingham play. Dilly. Can't even see Dilly play. Bulljot. Freaking play Joe Ingles. For the Lakers, Anthony Davis, 36 points, 4 assists, 16 rebounds. I believe had 3 blocks. He was fantastic. Best player on the floor tonight. LeBron James, 16 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds for LeBron. Hachimura, 18 points, 5 rebounds. Very good game from Rui Hachimura, I thought. He was, I believe, what was he shooting? 7 of 14 from the floor tonight for him. Reeves, 12 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, 6 of 14. Gabe Vincent, 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 1 for 2. I don't know why he doesn't like shooting threes anymore. He doesn't even look for his own shot. Like, oh my god, this guy sucks ass. Stop playing Gabe Vincent, man. Russell, 9 points, 5 assists, in 34 minutes. I don't even know how many shots he took. He didn't feel like he didn't take many shots tonight, it felt like, but he's so wildly inconsistent. Canette, 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Jackson Hayes, 10 points, 4 rebounds. I thought they gave some good minutes. Jackson Hayes gave some good minutes. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 or 5 shooting, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Thought a very good game Jackson Hayes had off the bench in those 15 minutes. Max Christie, 2 points, 2 rebounds. He can defend, but we're going to have to see that 3-point, that jump shot improve. Bronny James played 3 minutes. Got 1 rebound. He took a 3-point shot and missed it. Pandeo face. But yeah, good win for the Lakers. They're going to have to improve their 3-point shooting, 5 of 30. But they had a lot of open looks. It wasn't like they weren't getting the open looks. They were. They just weren't falling. But if they can get those to be falling, I think they'll be a very good team. Because they fought hard defensively. And just with the Timberwolves, that chemistry might be off right now. And the 15 turnovers didn't help tonight. They gave up 72 points in the paint. Freaking Timberwolves couldn't stop the Lakers from getting to the paint. Just some bad effort by Minnesota defensively. I don't know if it's going to be the same defensive team from last year. We'll see. But that's really what I gotta say here. So, yeah. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time out. Peace.